Alrighty, and welcome back to a different type of video for my channel. Um, we got a surprise drop for the Alien Isolation 2 game that has been long waited for. At Summer Games Fest the other day. I was surprised that they actually released a trailer, mainly because we only got the teaser trailer, the first teaser trailer, a few months ago. So, in my opinion, this was a surprise. I am excited to see exactly what they're going to do with this game and how they are going to up and top the first game. So, without further ado, before I ramble on for much longer, let's watch this trailer, and then afterwards I will give you my opinions and my thoughts about it. So, without further ado, let's get into it. Sega.
やってくれたわね。大きな損失よ。こんな失態を見逃す会社ではないの。これは最後のチャンス。Do you understand? Yes. I understand.
All right. So, this trailer already looks terrifying. I want to go back to them showing the pod, which I am pretty sure this is the pod from, I believe it's mission 10, that Marshall Waits traps you and the alien on said pod, and you have to try to escape without letting the alien back. So obviously in this trailer you see that you have to, let me go back to it, that you are obviously, this is most likely going to be a scene in the beginning of the game, where you are going to the crash site of said pod that you got trapped on. So I am curious on if this is going to be Ripley solo, because in the beginning they were talking about how this was a very expensive mistake that she had did, even though it was dickhead dickhead Waits, who trapped her initially, and it was his idea. But he's Marshall Waits. He don't give no fucks. Anyway, um, so because of that mistake, the person here talking to Ripley, talking about your mistake was expensive, and this is your last chance. Like this is her last chance to make it back up to them. So they kind of sent her on a life or death mission, I can say, I guess, to secure the alien and bring it back for them to do whatever the hell they want to, right? And this is obviously either going to be a solo Ripley, or this is going to be how it was in the first game. Ripley, Samuels, and Taylor boarding a ship, but instead of a ship, it's going to be Ripley plus some other people going to search for the crashed pod in hopes that they see the alien. But in my theory, this open vent right here, this is obviously how the aliens escape, right? And I'm curious enough to see if they have one or more xenomorph in a selected mission, or is it going to be multiple aliens hunting you at any point in time? Like, is it gonna be just a xenomorph or xenomorphs, or is it going to be a section where you have to fend off facehuggers? If I go back to the beginning here, this little cave section, I feel like if they go the route of a facehugger mission, like a solely dealing with facehuggers or dealing with both, this little cave or entryway in some sort of sense is where you would deal with that. I know that they're, in my hopes, going to up the difficulty and the scare factor from this game to the first. I heard the AI is going to be way smarter. Like in the first game, the alien adapts to how you play. So in the first game, if you are constantly hiding in lockers, or hiding in certain spaces, the alien's AI will be like, "Oh, this is your favorite kind of spot to hide in. Let me check that before I leave the patrol area." So, in my opinion, or in my theory, as a matter of fact, I wonder if they're going to, if they have multiple aliens, is there going to be, because the AI is supposed to be smarter, is it going to be a version of the AIs communicating if there's multiple aliens? So, to elaborate, I feel like if there's going to be a section where there are multiple aliens hunting you, the player, would the AI of the alien communicate with the other aliens in a sense of, they know where you are and they're coming to um they're coming to trap you in or enclose you and then kill you. Um and another thing is, how are they going to do the weapons? Are they bringing back um the flamethrower, the maintenance jack, the um the plasma torches, the shotgun, any weapon from the first game, if they're going to be brought back in a way, or are we going to see new weapons? Um, I do feel like, well, it's going to be an alien survival game, and they're going to have more than likely new weapons. Um, this I feel like is where you can get more weapons. This is like a base, like a survivor's base, or this is like a Weyland-Yutani factory, um, where you can get said items, and obviously throughout the game, you're gonna be dealing with face huggers. You're gonna be dealing with the alien, and this forest section in the beginning here, that's gonna be like terrifying to all hell, because if there's multiple aliens, right? They could be stalking you and you hear noises that you believe are real from the alien, but they're not. And if the alien has different moods, in a sense, where they can be aggressive or cautious with how you play, same point I brought up with the AI. Um, like if you're hiding a lot, they'll be aggressive. If you're defending yourself a lot, like with the flamethrower that you see in the trailer, um, the flamethrower you see in the trailer, or if you use other sources of weapons or anything like that to defend yourself. Um, Another thing is, if how are they gonna do the survivors, the NPC survivors? Are they gonna be moving in between zones? Are they going to pose a threat to you like they do in the first game? Um, are they going to have loot caches around them that you have to sneak? Because they are going to keep the sneak elements that they've had in the first game to this game. It makes no sense of getting rid of it if it is a survival horror where you have to scavenge to survive. Um, and then if you have to sneak, are there going to be areas that are infested um, with like aliens building the nest, like rebuilding the nest so they can have more and more and more and hunt you more and more and more. Um, like if they're gonna do that over time, or it's going to be like a specific section in the game where they show you going through like an alien's nest, um and if the alien is going to capture victims like actively, and then you see those captured victims in said nest, are the aliens going to actually defend the eggs, their patrol territory? Like, are they gonna have like a really wide open patrol system, or are they going to follow specific routes and specifically follow where you have been, or it could be they patrol the area that you're in specifically. Um, and how would they react to, obviously the androids didn't react too much in the first game. Uh, but if the AI is supposed to be smarter, will it have a new interaction with the androids? How will they react to them as a threat? Um, the humans, the other survivors, how will they react to them? Uh, and if the NPCs become more agitated in a sense living on the planet, because obviously it's dark, it's gloomy, and you never know when or where the alien is, specifically in like this forest area. So a theory is that they like the NPC might go crazy in a sense or start losing sanity with hearing noises that aren't really there. Like they're terrified about like the environment. And another thing is, if there's going to be multiple aliens, right? Are we going to see different types of the alien? Like, are we going to see the xenomorph we saw in the first game? Are we going to see the juvenile type aliens like in Prometheus? Or are we going to see like a hybrid that we saw in Alien Romulus? Or are we going to see a queen? Or is the queen going to be like a major sneak area, or like how is that going to work? Um Obviously the game is still in development. Um they always release this as like a, you know, get prepared, get ready type thing. So I'm curious and very, very excited and very, very terrified to see exactly how this would go. So I will leave it here. If you guys have any other theories or ideas that I didn't cover, or if you have your own theories and or ideas of how the game is going to play out, please leave them in the comments below. I will be checking my comments because I want to interact with you guys more and see your uh theories of how you think is going to happen, how the AI is going to be, and how the environment's going to play out. Um, so I will see you guys next time. If you like the video, please like. If you want to subscribe, please do. It helps out the channel and helps me out. My journey is to 1,000 subs. Um, I will be going back to my regular content, horror games. I will be finishing the Alien Isolation game. Um, and if you guys liked my review, my very shitty review, you guys can list in the comments also if you guys would like to see more reviews. Um, this is my first, so obviously not everything is going to be perfect, but if you guys would like to see more, please let me know. Anyway, I've been rambling long enough. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.